To use the graph paper on an online test question, locate the toolbox in the top right corner, selecting graph paper under the Tools column. Your graph paper will open. There is an arrow icon, double arrow icon in the bottom right, which lets you know that your paper can be made smaller or larger as needed. You have tools across the top, starting with Selector tool that will help you move objects within the graph that you create, points, lines, and the delete function. Let's take a look at our question. Segment JK is shown on the coordinate grid. Here we have it. You see that line segment. If point P is 3/4 the way from point J to point K, what are the coordinates of point P? Well, I'm going to use this graph paper to help me replicate what is here on this question. So I'm going to replicate the line segment JK. I'm going to click on points, making sure it's green, and I'm going to start with my XY axis in the middle of my graph paper, and then I'm going to plot J first, and that is -6, -8. Put that there, and now I'm going to plot K, and that is 6, 8, and put that there. And now I can create the line segment from J to K. I can also notice that my X and Y axis is halfway. So that's going to be important when I answer this question because they're wanting me to determine where point P would be if it was 3/4 of the way from J to K. And I know 0, 0 won't work, so I can eliminate that answer choice. Let's go ahead and look at 4, 5, answer choice D, to see if that might be 3/4 of the way. So let's do a point, change it to points, and I'm going to go over 4 and up 5, and that puts it right here, but it's not 3/4 of the way. If it was 3/4 of the way, it would be halfway between 0, 0 and 6, 6, 8, and it is not. So I'm going to get rid of that point. So I'm going to select delete, click my point, and that is removed. I also have a selector tool. I just want to model that so you can see the function. I can move my point if I need to with my line segment. We can push it back, and there it is. So that is your selector tool. Now, using this graph paper, I found out some information about where point P could be. So I'm going to go to my notes, and I know that I need to determine point P if it is 3/4 of the way from J to K. I also know that 0, 0, 0 is halfway. That is a clue. That will help me solve my answer. I'm going to click Save here. You can also remove the graph if you'd like to get it out of the way, or just scoot it over. I can now answer my question with some problem solving and using my graph paper, and then making sure that I click Save.